and welcome. We are going to do more West of Loathing. We're going to do the DLC. And that means we're going to go to Dirtwater and we're going to go into that ghost carriage. So, this may take 2 streams. Again, it could just take 1. I do have a fan running. Let me know if you can hear it. I have it on low. You hop in the ghostly carriage, which seems to support your and Gary's weight as well. An invisible driver yells, "Yah!" cracks an invisible whip, and an invisible horse snorts. The carriage starts moving, and soon you're out of sight of Dirtwater. Reckoning at Gun Manor. Thick gray fog envelops the carriage and you lose all sense of time and space. Eventually the fog clears and the carriage parks near a very large and ornate mansion. A disembodied voice calls, "All out for Gun Manor, last stop." Wow, this is the biggest house I've ever seen. No, but old granddad's seeing. Oh yeah? A giant cactus? Guess that qualifies as a very large house. This one is no spines having. How is an animal not eating it? You know an animal that can eat bricks? I don't want to know about it. Okay, then not telling you. Excuse me, do you work here? Who, me? No. Nuts. Can't find any employees in the gift shop either. Haven't even started this job yet and already it's a pain in my neck. What's wrong? Can't get inside. Mrs. Gunn hired me to come out here and deal with a bunch of spooks that are haunting up that place. Can't do it if I can't even get in the front door though. Who's Mrs. Gunn? You've never heard of Terry Gunn? Should I have? Well, I think so. She's a pretty famous inventor. You've got her best-known invention hanging right there on your belt. She invented belt buckles? Wow. Guns. She invented guns. Oh! Spooks. Like ghosts? Exactly. Like that, yep. 13 of them. Is this another 13 ghost movie? According to my instruments, Florence Cunningham Ghost Annihilation Services. That's me. Interesting. What do you annihilate? Interesting. What do you annihilate them with? Science. I was gonna guess that weird kind of rifle-like contraption you're carrying. Yeah, it shoots science. What's wrong with the front door? Front door, well, it's locked? Well, not locked, no. So what's the problem? Okay, see, I'm a ghost hunter. I ain't a spider hunter. I don't hunt spiders at all. There's a huge, gross, hairy, fag drooling giant spider in the front door. Or in the front foyer. So, until I either find another way in, or find someone else to take care of the spider hunting side of this biz. I'm saying right the frig out of here, okay? can see you feel pretty strongly about this. I do. Well, maybe I can help you out. Hey, that'd be swell. You know, you look reasonably tough and are willy. Why don't we team up? I'll handle the ghosts, and you can handle the things that aren't ghosts. Okay, let's go. Okay, Florence, let's go. Roger, copy. It's Phoenix, actually. Alright. Looks like we're dealing with... You tried to handle the front door. Doesn't seem locked, but some kind of force is holding it shut. Yeah, some ghost is playing tricks on you cause they know you ain't packing science. Stand back, I got this. Florence unlimbers her weird rifle and fires a shot burst of swirling light into the doorknob. You hear an eek sound from inside and the door swings open. Ha! Works every time. Scary dance, huh? Spider's dead! See, that wasn't so bad. Easy for you to say. She shudders again. Nothing to it. It's a newfangled electric intercom system. The intercom is making an annoying humming and crackling noise. Hello? Hell's it? Ah! A ghost just said hell at me. Spooky. Pretty sure that's not a ghost. The intercom just busted. Hello? Hello? Who's it? Mrs. Gunn? No, Mrs. Goods. Oh man, that would have been a pretty good joke if the intercom wasn't broken. Would it? Mrs. Gunn, did you know your intercom is broken? You'll have to stick up my scum is broke. Are we just gonna do this old vaudeville gags all day? What do you mean, old? It's 1895. Vaudeville is at its peak. Mrs. Gunn, we're here about the ghost extermination you requested. Well, one of us is, and the other is just generally adventuresome. Can we have a word? I can't take out what you say. Come up to the third floor. Alright, the floor it is then. What? It's cold as a federal grant administrator's heart in here. I wonder what's causing that. You don't think it's, all that ice? Nah, you got it backwards. The ice couldn't be here if it wasn't cold to begin with. That's science. Maybe the house's heat got shut off somehow? Better see if there's a furnace or a boiler or something. Probably be in the basement. Alright, let's have a look around. Oh, shit! Now this whole half of the house is filled with ice. Okay, no. Oh, so cold being! How is it? I don't know. But that huge wall of ice is certainly unusual. Why, here it is. Well, that's a good question. Let's go through the door. Just a bunch of dusty old cleaning supplies. It's a box of old photos. They're all photos of boring looking people you don't recognize. I say. Big can of paint with a brush sitting on top of it. What horrors lurk inside this thing? It's bones. Well, bones and pants. You got an item, double silk pantaloons. These spiders aren't going to let you pass without a fight. Okie doke! Where's my flamethrower? Hey, Phoenix! The good news is that there's only one spider. Bad news is that it is huge. Tana's hide despite its size. Well! No, you are not Sancho. This pie safe is really working overtime with all the spiders. You got an item, spider pie. Okay. Okay, this is just ridiculous. Alright, I'm ready! Yo, Flo, what do you know? Oh, holy jeez, look at all those spiders! Yeah, there's kind of a surprising number of them, huh? Listen, I'm gonna just stand over here and hyperventilate a little. You go ahead, and if you need anything, feel free to come back over here and tell me about it. Fine, fine. Alright, let's go after it again. I wake up next morning in your bed. Okay. Alright, A Plotko lock, eh? Lucky for us, I have a key for every model they make. Florence fumbles a giant key ring out of her pocket and finds the one that unlocks the door for you. Was she a janitor at one time? Oh hey, a lab. Check it out. Florence starts excitedly poking around the workbenches and shelves. They must have been doing some really good science down here. I don't even recognize half of this stuff. Okay, well, don't accidentally blow us up or anything. Relax, I have an advanced degree in tinkering and fiddling. Uh-huh. You assume that these 3 boxes all contain the same thing, but you don't know what it is. This workbench is littered with scrap metal and little canisters labeled bismuth, do not eat. It's a chart with all 76 elements on it, including tellurium, hydrogen, and nitrogen. They even left room for ones that haven't been discovered yet, like chromium, zorine, and theresium. Okay. What am I examining? Workbench with a device on it. This device clearly has a purpose, but can't fathom what it is. Maybe that blueprint on the wall there could help you. Some kind of complicated blueprint. Okay. It's a bench covered with gunsmithing tools and supplies. You don't really know much about gunsmithing, so you just kind of randomly cram pieces together until you have something gun-shaped. Hey, you got an item, the worst gun. It's a cabinet full of first aid supplies. Aid yourself. Huh. You raid the cabinet of useful curatives. You got an item, patient Emmerich, expensive medicine. Hey, Ruby. So I'm going to figure out how to get my mysticality up. Is that 38? Aha! It's a device for reducing the loudness of gunfire. A silencer, if you will. You look over the tools on the bench. You could definitely make a silencer here. First thing you'll need is a 1-2-23-37 diameter cylinder. Maybe a tin can would work. You'll also need some stuffing to pad out the inside of the can. That's going to be tricky to find. Okay. Box of science stuff. Got the box of science doohickeys. What's the buzz, Florence? She raises an eyebrow at you and glances at one of her weird instruments. According to my weird instruments, there are 13 ghosts left on the premises. More precisely, there are 4 left on the first floor, 4 left on the second, and 5 on the third. I found something for you. I found some scientific looking stuff you might be interested in. Ooh, I love sciencey junk. Thanks. Don't mention it. Wow, a stellium coated diode. Neat. Florence attaches one of the science doohickeys you gave her to her weird backpack. Florence's gun damage has increased. New skill, enlightenment field. Nice. Still not sure why you decided to paint that. You holler for Florence and she comes over to you. Whoa, Nellie, hold on a second. That's a ghost. Those things are dangerous. I wasn't expecting to see any of those here. What? You're a ghost hunter. And you're here specifically to hunt ghosts. No, that's just ghosts. This is a ghost. A great haunt originating from spectral transmission. Totally different from a ghost. Except for the name, anyways, these things can be pretty tough. Heck, I knew I should have brought a bismuth bomb. A what bomb? Bismuth. It's a sort of silvery metal that screws with spectral energy the way iron does with magnetic energy. Huh. So, where do we get a bismuth bomb? Bismuth. Normally I just make them myself in my lab. Well, so much for that idea then. Well, that workbench we found earlier might have the stuff I'd need. Yeah, we'll do that. This workbench is littered with scrap metal and little canisters labeled bismuth do not eat. Hey Florence, can you make a Bisquick bomb out of this stuff? Bismuth! Come on, man, it says it right on the container. Fine. Can you make it though? Hell yeah, I can. Stand back and watch a master at work. Florence goes to town with a hammer and pliers and comes back with a metal sphere. It has a grinning skull painted on it and a big red button on the side. Well, that's properly intimidating at least. And it ain't just a pretty face. Bismuth bomb. Groovy. Florence holds up the bismuth bomb and gives you an excited look. Okay, go for it. Great, better cover your ears and eyes, and we'll just cover your entire head. Let her rip! This isn't just a trickle of coal, it's a whole huge pile. Big old cart of coal. Push it. There's coal under the weird machine now, so everything should be ready to go with whatever the weird machine does. It's a coal chute. Shoot on up it. It's a huge amount of food in various stages of decay. Maybe someone's trying to start a compost heap. That would be the charitable explanation anyways. No, I got century resistance somewhere. Dig through the trash and find a single item of non-trash. You got an item. Jumbo shrimp fork. Gunman or carriage house key. Oh, these plants are of such a flatness and rectangle. Yeah, hedges. They're grown that way in fancy gardens sometimes. It is a craziness, a nature perversion. Seen and done, this is what you get mad about? There's some sort of bush sorcerer blocking this path. Give him a tremor. Well, at least he didn't run very far. Not far enough by far. Okay, at this point, he's got nowhere left to run to. Well, assuming that weird portal thing behind him is exit only. Alright, we'll try this again. God damn. Oh boy. Come on! You don't have anything proper to put them in. Planning to do with them anyways. No tokens. This bronze plaque reads, "The Gun Manor Hedge Maze was erected in 1888 for the entertainment of guests and the family. Then 2 daughters. You are welcome to meander its paths, though we recommend caution during the winter." Below that is pasted a handwritten note. Actually, we recommend staying out altogether because some crazy wizard moved in and has been animating the drum. Danger! God damn it. God damn it. Come on, how is he getting me with just throwing a damn rock at me? Come on! I almost had them! Phew, thanks. You'd think a gal could sit and eat her lunch in a weird hedge maze without getting ousted by monsters. What is the world coming to? You said it. Is it safe to go? I should get back to work. What do you do here? Work in the visitor center. I run the token smashing machine. We sell these little brass token stamps with the museum logo. You can either use them in the wishing well or run them through a machine that rolls them out flat and stamps the museum logo onto them. That's my job. It stamps the museum's logo on them again? Yeah, but they're longer after that. Huh. So, do you think it's safe to leave yet? Yeah, you should be fine. He leaves. Get it? Leaves. Damn it. Come on. I'd better look at the hedge. Hedge Wizard's Journal, huh? It's full of terrible poetry. Here's an example. Everlasting shrubbery, noble leaf crowned, whence comes all joy, sweet thy fragrance, wondrous thy strength. Namaste, my lord. Are you sure that that was a poem and not a spell? Alright, that's weird. Wow, this is the biggest house I've ever seen. Know about old granddad seeing? Oh yeah, that giant cactus. I guess that qualifies as a very large house. This one is no spines having. How is an animal not eating it? If you know an animal that can eat brick, I want to know about it. Okay, then not telling you. Okay, we got tea. How we doing, Florence? She raised an eyebrow at you and glances at one of her weird instruments. According to my weird instruments, there are 13 ghosts left on the premises. More precisely, there are 4 left on the first floor, 4 left on the second, and 5 on the third. Hey, Florence, think you could blast us a path through all this ice? Oh no, that'd be a bad idea. The beam would refract and bounce all over the place. The house would basically be cheese. Swiss cheese, you mean? Could be any kind of cheese, I don't know. It's as cold as a radiator when the boiler isn't working. Let me see if I can go buy something that's worth. Oh, hi. Hi there. Welcome. Back? Back, yeah. What can I get you? Show me your goods. Oh, they have their own custom stagecoaches. There's a guy slouching around in here smoking a cigarette. Hiya. Hey, sup? You work here? Are you a parking attendant or something? Yeah, I guess. I validate people's parking and that. I'm on break. Oh. Well, really, everyone's on break, kinda. What do you mean? A whole bunch of ghosts showed up in ghost carriages all of a sudden. Everyone's either hiding out or kidnapped. I got here in a ghost carriage. Man, did I die somewhere and not notice? Am I a ghost? This guy jabs your forehead with one finger. Ow! Nope. Alright, well, you should probably go back to work. Yeah? Why is that? Because I'm going to rescue all the other employees, and if they come back and catch you slacking off, they'll be ticked. Aw, jeez. Okay, fine. Just let me finish this smoke before you go getting all hectic. Ah! There is something useful. You got an item. Nearly empty herbicide can. And a handful of nails as well. Page clippers, huh? House of Mrs. Terragun. Teresa Terry Gunn built this stately, if architecturally unusual manor house in the late 70s, complete in 1877, using the proceeds from her famous invention, the gun. After her retirement in 1891, she generously opened many of the rooms to the public as a museum and historic center. Interesting. A mannequin? Boy, this spider must have been super disappointed. Why was it moving? No. This hole contains approximately an infinite number of spiders. Nah, let's not worry about those. There's a little spigot here, but since the boiler isn't on, it won't do much of anything. But it's off, but the coal tank is full. All you need to do is press the ignition. Someone's been cocooned by the spiders. Horrifying. Hey, are you okay in there? What? What? I can't understand you. Hang on, I'll book you a mouthful. There, you were saying? Hi, hello, salutations. Hey, you okay? I've certainly been better. What happened? I was practicing my greetings. I'm the museum greeter. Is there something that requires a lot of practice? Practice makes perfect, right? And there's an old mannequin down here that's pretty good for practicing on. We've met. Anyway, a bunch of giant spiders grabbed me from behind. It was quite a surprise. I would imagine so. I should probably get back to work. I wouldn't be right to allow visitors to go ungreeted. Can you let me out of this cocoon? Sure. You cut open the sticky cocoon, bring the trapped museum greeter. Phew, thanks. You can get out through the coal chute down the hall. Great. Stop by the entrance later and I'll give you an official museum greeting. Job well done. Greetings. Hey, hello. Hey. Hi there. How's it going? Hey, sup? Welcome. Goodbye. Oh, whoops. I guess that does take some practice after all. Aha! Turning on the boiler solved our ice problem. My scientific hypothesis has been proven correct. But we don't have direct evidence connecting the ice to the... Don't try and pull a post-hoc ego-propter hawk on me. I'll shoot you with my scientific rifle. In that case, I totally agree with you. Let's hunt us some ghosts. Heck yeah. Painting of an elephant would love this. Still life of a fruit, technically. Still life of a fruit. The radiators are burbling merrily and producing plenty of heat now. There's a ghost here, mumbling and muttering and yawning about something. Eggs. Hang on a second, you tried to poach an egg by shooting it? For daggum, yes, that's what I did. Heck, course I did, that's how you poach an egg. Pappy didn't raise no fool, but... Dangum, first longer, egg rolled out of the way of the bullet. Ricocheted off of the bottom of the cook pot and got me right between the peepers for dangum. That's not how you poach an egg. Why are you talking out of your head like that? Of course 'tis. No, it isn't. Dangum boy, me and my pappy and his pappy been poaching all their lives, and I know more about poaching than you ever will. Okay, that's not the same kind of poaching. Oh, what's all the daggum sass much talking, boy? Poaching's poaching. Yeah. Aha! Somebody left the ice room door open. That explains the ice. It's a Magitech Tech brand deep freezing unit. Hey, hi, excuse me. You seem to be trapped in a block of ice. That was just what I wanted to talk to you about, actually. Can you get me out of here somehow? Besides, the whole frostbite thing, I'm supposed to be running the elevator, and there aren't any proper stairs in this crazy place, so that's kind of important. Let me think. Can't think of anything. Well, no hurry or anything. I think I can still feel a couple of my toes. I don't actually need those to work the elevator, guess. So, you know, take your time. Well, that was bad. Big rack of expensive looking plates. Horrifying. Ah! Boo! Ghost is cramming his face with invisible food. Maybe he's the ghost of an emperor. Ah, boy. So, my moxie is at 34. What do I have that'll increase my moxie? Moxie's at 37 now. Okay. Hey buddy, hey. Huh? Come on, man. At least there's a napkin or stick your pinky out or something. Sorry about that. I'm just so hungry. What's going on here? This waiter doesn't know how to make ghost food, so he's just giving me imaginary food and hoping I won't know the difference. I feel kind of bad about dragging him into this mess, so I've been pretending to eat it, to humor him. I'm starving. Huh? You need some actual ghost food? Maybe I can help you out. Oh God, yes please. Specifically, what I want is a bowl of chili. A bowl of chili without a gun in it. Okay, what? That's what I'm craving. Guess it's probably because of how I died. How did you die? Well, I was eating some chili and had a gun in it. Did you choke? What? No, it went off and shot me to death. What did? Look, all I know is I need to eat a bowl of gunless chili in order to satisfy my hunger and pass on to the afterlife. Okay, well, I'll see what I can do. And the museum staff is frantically serving empty plates to the ghost, who is politely pretending to shovel the food in by the fistful. He seems to be busy to talk to you. Going to the kitchen. can you get me out of here somehow? Besides the whole frostbite thing, I'm supposed to be running the elevator, and there aren't any proper stairs in this crazy place. So that's kind of important. Let me think. Maybe this will work. I could get you out with this blowtorch. Well, what? Blowtorch? Geez, be careful with that. You turn the knob and sparks a flame, which turns out to be about as big as that of a cigarette lighter. Oh, okay, fine then. Be careful. Over the next 45 minutes, you use up the entire tank of butane, but manage to melt the ice that the lady can break free of the ice. Thanks, I gotta get back to my elevator, but come see me and I'll let you ride for free. There's a charge to ride the elevator? No, like I just said. Okay. What do you know, Flo? She raises an eyebrow at you and glances at one of her weird instruments. According to my weird instruments, there are 13 ghosts left on the premises. More precisely, there are 4 left on the first floor, 4 left on the second, and 5 on the third. Current location. Hey, do you ever make chili? Sure, doesn't anybody? Do you put a gun in it? Come on, you can't hardly even call it a chili if it doesn't have a gun in it. No, I'm just kidding. That's insane. Phew. Hey, thanks again for helping back there in the freezer. This is the elevator. Fortunately, all we can do at this point is go to the second floor. Why just the second floor? The button for the third floor is missing. I'll bet anything the old housekeeper took it and hid it in some hilarious place. She loved wordplay. That's why they fired her. That and all the stealing important things and hiding them. Second floor, please. Ah! Okay. Tis statuses. Fascinating. It's a list of all 45 states, including Tennessee, California, and North Carolina. You wonder what will get annexed next. Maybe it'll be the Dixico territory. You peer closely at the statues until you find the one that you're pretty sure is just a guy covered in flour. Hey buddy, what are you doing? Look, I'm 95% certain you're a real person, not a statue. What are you up to? A statue, go away. Okay, now I'm 99% sure. Go away. What's your name? Paul, go away. Hi Paul, I'm Phoenix, what are you doing? I'm pretending to be a statue so the ghost won't get me. Go away, you'll blow my cover. Okay, let's see what I can do. Objection! Huh? What are you objecting to? Your face. Overruled. What's your problem anyway? Ah, it's legal stuff. You'd never understand. Oh yeah? Try me. Fine. What's the maximum legal caliber for a civilian handgun? 8? 100? 800? Try again when you actually know anything about gun law. Or anything. No, was I close? A book is a terrible thing not to read. What does this switch do? Boo. Something up. Gun laws. Look up gun laws in the dictionary. Gun law. Someone who measures flowers for museums. That can't be right. We have laws in the dictionary. To polish a pulley behind a horse. Is this definitely an English dictionary? You look up English in the dictionary. To repair both a motor and a machine. You look up Hololive in the dictionary. To construct both an umbrella and a suit. Really? Let's see. Chili. A savory soup made from beans, spices, and a gun. Okay. Excuse me, but shh. Oh, sorry, I was just shh. Okay, geez, this is good. I suppose it'll do. Now, what was your question? Was wondering how you died. If it's not too personal a question. Was caught in the crossfire in a library shootout. Wow, what happened? Her ruffians got into a heated argument over the comparative merits of Anton Chekhov versus Henrik Ibsen. And when they started shooting, I attempted to step in and stop them. I simply won't abide gunfire in my library. It's far too loud. That's your only objection to noise? That's quite sufficient. I won't tolerate noise of any stripe, and certainly not gunfire. I've been versus Chekhov, huh? What was your point of contention? Don't recall the particulars. I just remember the Chekhov singer shouting. Remember that gun I showed you in Act 1 before opening fire? The noise was dreadful. Let's see what it can do. This guy lying here trapped underneath the large book. You okay under there? No talking back. Sorry. Jeez. What's cracking, Florence? Raise an eyebrow. Let's see. So, do I get to shoot this one? Please, can I shoot this one? I don't know, your gun is pretty loud. I could just hit her with it. I don't know what these cans mean, but you know they mean it 12 times. Ghostly clerk hovers quickly over to you. No, dear, I'm sorry, but I can't let you do that. Why not? What's in there? A customer. He hasn't paid his bill, so I was forced to lock him in there until he does. I know that seems mean, but one has to take a firm hand with these things. How much does he owe? 900 meat. How's he supposed to get the meat to repay you if you won't let him out? It's a fair question, dear, but that's on him, I'm afraid. Would you take 450? Well, I suppose it's better than nothing. I've gotten out of him. Better than getting nothing. I've gotten out of him, and he seems perfectly content to just stay locked in there. So, all right. New employees is sitting here reading a magazine, as you can see. Congratulations, I freed you. You're free. Huh? Free from what? Well, being locked in this room with nothing to do except read the magazine. Ah, so you freed me from having an excellent excuse for not doing my crappy job? Well, you freed me from the burdens of relaxing in here instead of emptying trash cans and cleaning toilets. Great. Look, you're a real hero. I could just lock the door again. No, it's too late now. I'm free. Free as the wind blows. Free as my job blows. Thank you. You're welcome. Your body, rules for determining wealth, your teenager, your spouse. Oh! Yeah. Cow punching now. You've already learned all the techniques in the book, but you do pick up a few tips and tricks from poring over the appendices and the footnotes about cow appendices. You can work out a little bit of tearing the book in half. This paintings of the countryside is nice, but there's nothing very interesting about it. It looks like the sort of thing you'd find hanging over the bed in the mid-priced hotel room, or a bed and breakfast, come to think of it. I guess it's a little weird that it's hanging over a stepladder instead of the bed. Maybe the last document was really short art aficionado. Happy little trees. Well, hey, according to the signature, this is an original Darius Cleave. You've never heard of him. You know, now that you're looking closely at it, it seems like the painting is sticking out from the wall more than you would expect. Well, what do you know? There's another painting underneath it. A painting of a safe. This house must really be old. if it's got jokes of this vintage. It's a fairly realistic painting of a wall safe. It's captioned, "Ceasing Nez and Comfort Fort." Take it off the wall painting. Behind it, of course, a wall safe. Of course. You inspect the large safe wall, which is securely locked. Yep, it sure was. The safe swings open. It's empty, apart from a rolled up poster of Rita Hayworth. Swell. You start to open the door, but the ghostly clerk swoops in and blocks your way. "Oh, hey now, sorry dear, but I can't let you go wandering in there." "Why not? What's in there?" "The tenant. They paid for the room, and they seemed rather a quiet private source, so I won't have you disturbing them." "Oh, fine." "Hello dear, welcome to my little B&B. Would you care for a room?" "Oh, thanks. I won't be staying that long. Hopefully..." Wait a minute, yes? Your B&B? This isn't your house." "Well, I know, dear, but nobody was using these guest rooms, and there were ghosts hovering around with nowhere to be. And I got to feeling homesick for a little B&B I used to run when I was alive. So I thought Mrs. Gunn probably wouldn't mind." "I see. Fair enough. What happened to your eye?" "Oh, it was such a foolish accident. I had a guest who I was suspicious of, a nervous, twitchy little man. I thought he might be mixed up in something bad, and one evening as I was passing by his room, I gave in to temptation and peeped in on him through the keyhole. Did you see anything?" "Well, only for a moment. He was cleaning a small pistol, and I suppose I must have made a noise because he suddenly jumped and the gun went off." "And it hit you?" "That's right, straight through the keyhole. That's how I died, in fact." "Geez, I'm sorry." "Thank you, dear, but it's all right. Serves me right for spying on a guest, is how I look at it. Is that what's keeping you here? Guilt?" "No, I think I paid quite sufficient for that transgression." "What then?" "Well, I don't want to go to heaven missing an eye. It would be as nice without depth perception." "So you need a new eye?" "Yes. Do you think you can help me?" "I'll keep an eye. I'll see what I can buy." So, what do you think? We're gonna blow up this ghost or what? She seems extremely kindly and peaceful." "I get that, but she also seems extremely ghostly and spectral. I do have a job to do here. Let me think about it." Complicated shit, and some bugs. "Paul, how's it going?" "Shh. Is the ghost still there?" "Oh yeah, she's still there. I'll let you know." "I need gun law." A type of glass screwdriver used in surgery. Huh? You look up Phoenix in the dictionary. Phoenix. A paper instead of a glass gadget. That's hard to believe. You look up ruby in the dictionary. A harpsichord beside a model chemical. Strange. You look up dictionary in the dictionary to criticize both a pretzel and a potato. How about if I spell it right? Dictionary. You looked up dictionary in the dictionary. Dictionary, smart ass. Wait a minute. I don't want to fight her. Looking for a specific topic. I'm afraid our card catalog is out being reorganized. Someone sorted all the cards by a call number instead of by title or author, which made it quite useless. You'll have to search the stacks manually. How do I get started? If you can find a book on a similar topic to what you're looking for, its call number will direct you to other books of that type. Looking for the precise definition of a word. There's a dictionary over there. Regrettably, it's a few years out of date, so it doesn't have technocracy, secular, humanism, or grunge yet, but it should be sufficient for your purpose. Some of that delicious paste. That paste is for book repairs, not for eating. Oh, please? No. Shucks. Turns out to be a book about geology. It's bound in stone, and it appears that each chapter is devoted to a different type of stone and is printed on slabs of the stone in question. This isn't going to be easy. What's my muscle? Phew, thanks. I thought I'd never get out from under there. At least now I know all about the particular type of granite described on that one page. How'd you get trapped like that in the first place? Well, I work at the info desk in the visitor center. So on my breaks, I like to research different kinds of info. You know, just in case anyone asks. I guess you never know when someone might ask you about rock. Exactly. Oh man, I'm late getting back. Thanks again. Feel free to stop by my counter if you have any questions. Sure thing. You look up brunch in the dictionary, that word doesn't appear to be in this dictionary. A mutterer? Ghost. Looks like we got a mutterer. A mutterer? A ghost that mutters. Right, I figured, but is that more dangerous than a regular ghost or something? Oh, nah, I just like classifying them. Uh-huh. Alright. There's a little tin on here labeled chili spices. That might be useful. Looks like we've cleared path through the ice. I don't want to hang out in here too long. Damp is bad for my gear. Surely be fine as long as you're not rolling around in the carpet. Sure, go ahead and spoil all my fun. Determined not to have gone through all the nonsense for nothing, carefully search the empty safe. Eventually there's a click. The back of the safe swings open, revealing a secret passage. Guess that explains the stepladder. It's bigger on the inside. So, homophone says so. So not really fair. Only so. Just come. Just come on. This has totally stopped being funny. Says so. Alright, whatever. Clove drops. Sugared pork balls. Hello there! Are you here to laugh at me? Huh? No, not at all. I wouldn't do that. No, of course you wouldn't. Nobody ever laughs. I never made a single person laugh in my entire career. That's a life turn. I wasn't expecting. What was your career? I used to design gags and novelties. But I was terrible at my job. Couldn't come up with a single novel idea. This conversation seems oddly familiar. See, even my very presence is unoriginal. You're just being too hard on yourself. I bet you invented all kinds of good stuff. My best invention was fake vomit. It looks just like fake vomit, but surprise, it's real. Haha. That was the one that got me fired. How did you die, if you don't mind me asking? With working on a new invention, an exploding cigar, I thought that'd be pretty good. You lit a cigar and it's fine for a second, but suddenly it goes off with a big bang. And you jump in surprise and everyone laughs because you nearly had a heart attack. Funny, right? Sure. Hit a snag in development though. What happened? I figured I'd use gunpowder for the explosive, and you can buy it already packed into these little brass cartridges. So that seemed convenient. Do you mean bullets? My first test run was a real mess. I can tell you that. I can imagine. So anyway, now I'm a failure and I'm dead. Maybe I can help you out. What do you mean? Well, your initial idea was pretty funny. I guess it's just your execution that was the problem. My execution was the problem? Huh, you're a laugh riot. Maybe you could help me after all. See if I can figure something out for you. On some science-looking stuff, you might be interested. We love sciencey junk. Thanks. Don't mention it. Holy cow! A counterclockwise phase inversion coil. I've been looking all over for one of these. Florence attaches one of the science doohickeys you gave her to her weird gun. Florence's gun damage has been increased. New skill, science blast. So what do you think? We're gonna blow up the ghost or what? Seems extremely kind of peaceful. I have to do my job here. Let me think about that. Okay. A messy stripe of brightness on a dark background. Sure. Look up cigar in the dictionary. Cigar. To sequester both an umbrella and a pretzel. Alright. I'm not finding no book on gun law. Alright. Painting is only kind of good. One of those round fruits. I'm supposed to be looking for stuff and I can't seem to find them. We need to find beans. Tea leaves and drop them in the... You got tea service with tea leaves. Cool. What am I missing for the chili? A bowl? Let me look up poaching. You look up poaching in the dictionary. Poach, to slow cook by immersion in water. To shoot an animal belonging to the king. See? You told that ghost in the kitchen that there were two meanings. Tear the page out. Alright. You don't poach eggs by shooting them, I approve. Oh yeah, well, read 'em and weep, you weird old coot. What in tarnation poach? A method of preparing food, especially eggs, by simmering them in a boiling liquid. Well, I'll be dadgum. You need a bowl of chili to give to that ghost in the dining room. And the stove seems relevant to that need. According to the dictionary, you need some spices, some beans, and a gun. Oh wait, except you're trying to make chili without a gun in it. So you have to remember to skip the gun part. Hey, keep it together, Phoenix. Spices. Yeah, you've got that under control. Grab a chili pot and put it on the burner. You shake the heaping helping of chili spices into the pot. The next step is beans. This little pile of chili beans you found earlier will do the trick. Exchange for beans is bubbling merrily. Now for the final ingredient, a gun. No gun. You restrain yourself from adding a gun. Step back and admire your handiwork. It's not according to Hoily chili because it doesn't have a gun in it. But it is chili with no gun in it. Which is the thing you're after. I'm back and I've got a bowl of 100% gun-free chili right here. Oh my gosh, thank you. So, something wrong? Well, you see, I can only eat ghost food. Do you need me to murder this chili for you? Not to put too fine a point onto it, but yes. I guess I'll try to find a humane way to do that. Weird? What you thought was a framed photograph is actually a window. Why does the larder have a window? And why is the ghost standing motionless in front of it as if he were a framed pictograph? Excuse me, hello? The ghost ignores you. Grab the ghost somehow and shake him until he rattles. Please cease this activity at once. Sorry, I got a little carried away. Now that I have your attention, how about telling me who you are? You don't recognize me? Jean-Francois Lardis. Nope. Zut? I knew simply mimicking the photograph would not be sufficient. Without eat. How will anyone know I'm the famous Frenchman ever to visit Gun Manor? Have a lot of Frenchmen visited? Besides having the distinction of being the most famous Frenchman to visit Gun Manor, I'm also the first Frenchman to visit Gun Manor, and the last as well. Gosh. How did you die? Was chosen for photograph to commemorate my visit here, as that fool of a photographer followed up when preparing the gunpowder flag. Followed up, huh? Followed up how? You left a bullet in it. Ah, I see. I must have the photograph. Such a face as mine must not languish in obscurity. Alright, I'll let you know if I find it. I'll keep looking. Alright, so you've talked to the ghost. Do I get to blast him? I don't know. I don't know that we should. It's French. French people aren't immune to science. You know what I mean? It might create some kind of international incident. Damn politics! The one thing that is immune to science, sadly, yes. Pants on the rack. You get it? Pantry? This ghost is running around like crazy, hovering around like crazy, searching the racks of pants. Or trousers if you prefer, but we say pants here in the Western Territories. He seems too preoccupied to take any notice of you. Hey, buddy! Hey! What? Jeez, buddy, you nearly scared the death out of me. Sorry, I was just wondering what you're doing. Well, I thought it'd be obvious. I'm looking for a pair of pants. But you don't have any legs. Yes, I know. So what do you want pants for? Nostalgia. Let's see. What kind of pants are you looking for? The kind without legs? Legless pants? Can't wear regular pants, you know. The legs would just flop around and it'd be dumb. Guess you have a point. How'd you lose your legs anyways? Oh jeez, it's really embarrassing. I don't mind. Well, see, I don't have a proper holster for my gun, so I was just carrying it tucked into my belt. Oh. Trigger snagged when you went to draw it, huh? Right. Gets worse though. I was wearing one of those gun belts with the slots all around for you to stick bullets in, you know? Oh man. Yeah, the chain reaction blew off the entire lower half of me. Wow, so that's how you died. Yes, that is how I died. Okay, I'll keep an eye out for some legless pants for you. Thanks. I'd really appreciate it. Zoom to search. You've already solved your little chili problem. The stove is of no use to you anymore. You look over the tools on the bench, you could definitely make a silencer here. You've got the right size tin can. You'll also need some stuffing to pad out the inside of the can. It's gonna be tricky to find. Okay, maybe later then. Smother the chili with a pillow. Ghost is pretending to cram his face. Okay, I've euthanized your chili. Here you go. You hand the ghost a ghostly bowl of chili, and he immediately gobbles it up. With a long, finally satisfied sigh, he dissipates. What were you even doing? Oh, wait. Thank you so much for dealing with that ghost. I'm exhausted. What were you even doing? You kept demanding ghost food. Don't really know how to cook except like nachos and popcorn. And just the regular kind. Not ghost nachos and popcorn. But he was really insistent, so I figured ghost food is probably invisible, right? So I just pretended and gave him empty plates. I guess it worked, even though that doesn't really make any sense. Huh? Anyway, thanks again. I work at the snack bar and the visitor center, so I'll see you around there. Okay, see you later. Just now I didn't sneeze, Phoenix. You should be able to tell the difference. Alright. Okie-doke. So you returned. Have you recovered the photograph I require? Found an old photograph that actually looks like you. Here. Ah, marvelous. What a resemblance. Yeah, it's a pretty decent pic. Good thing light travels faster than bullets. Now my image will not be lost to the ravages of time. Merci beaucoup, my friend. He hangs a photo in the window and dissipates into nothingness. There are 10 ghosts left on the premises. More precisely, there's 1 left on the first floor, 4 left on the second, and 5 on the third. Looks like we've cleared a path through the ice. Alright. You look up call numbers in the dictionary. A Turkish bucket used to pulverize mice. You look up book in the dictionary. You carry radish without a horse. That doesn't make any kind of sense. Alright. This door is locked and no earthly force can open it. Well, maybe a whole team of horses, but good luck getting them up the elevator. Knock knock! Yes, who is it? This is Gundam Phoenix Sizzler. Are you with the ghost extermination people? Yes ma'am. Florence Cunningham. Cunningham Ghost Annihilation Services. Phoenix is my assistant. I'm your what? Who's the country licensed ghost hunter here? Me or you? Okay, fine. Guess. Have you been able to exterminate all the ghosts? I still feel haunted. 10 of them left, according to the scanner. We're still working on it, ma'am. Don't worry, you can count on us. Alright, please let me know when you finish. Will do, ma'am. Wow. bowling stuff is extremely broken. It's not supposed to be flying around even a little bit. The guy doesn't notice you approaching until you're right next to him. He yelps in surprise and drops his glasses on the floor, then squints steadily at you. Then he takes a Mario cherry from a bowl on the bar cart and throws it at your head. Hey, stop that. Haha, sorry. Just making sure you're not one of them ghosts. He drops another cherry into a fresh glass and pours a lot of whiskey on top of it. Are you one of the museum's employees? Yep, that's me. What are you doing in here? Hiding, buddy. Don't know if you didn't notice, but this house has ghosts in it. You don't say. Ooh, bunches of them. All over. So I don't know about you, but I'm staying right here where it's nice and drunk. I mean safe. Wouldn't you rather get out of here? No, all the booze. Oh, that is booze. I'm really scared of when ghosts go boo. You know? They'll get me if I leave this room. There aren't any ghosts between this room and the exit. So you said, that's what you said, but they're ghosts. They could be anywhere, except here. Exactly. I ain't leaving without a guarantee that those ghosts won't grab me on the way out. We could disguise you. Here, look. We'll use this white shower curtain to disguise you as a ghost. Then they won't bother you on your way out. That's a mighty fine idea, but tosses back his drink and pours another. But eye holes. That curtain's got no eye holes for my eyes. I won't be able to see. I'm starting to think you don't actually want to leave. No, would give you that idea. It's terrible in here. Shoot some holes in the curtain. You narrow eye him and blast some holes in the curtain with your pistol. Okay, jeez, get the picture. Grabs an armload of bottles from the cart, pulls the shower curtain over his head, and staggers out the door. Oh, got an eye. There's a goblin head mounted like a trophy on the wall. This would be positively barbaric if not for the fact that the goblin seems pretty okay with it. Boo! Ha ha ha! Pretty good I am to getting you. Huh, human? Wow, yes. Very much to getting me. Nice. What is it happening to you? Did Mr. Gunn hunting you into cutting head off? No, Mr. Gunn, a good human man, is being very friends. Inside one of his bowling ball bags, my spores are growing. only headroom. Mr. Gunn to finding me and hanging me up here. For to chatting with. Great guy. Wow, weird. This ghost is dressed up as a traditional safari hunter. With the pith, helmet, and big white mustache. And those weird khaki trousers that make it look like your butt has wings. He's inspecting Mr. Gunn's trophy collection, but doesn't seem particularly impressed. Hi, I'm Phoenix Sizzler. Oh, charmed. I'm sure. Lord Eustace Camdenton, at your service. What happened to you, if you don't mind me asking? Not at all. Not at all. Though it isn't a very exciting story of what? I was hunting lions on the plains of the Serengeti, and one of the blighters got the better of me. Wow, you were eaten by a lion? That sounds pretty exciting to me. Yes, well, not eaten as such. Sneaky bugger crept into camp and pushed a stack of ammunition crates over me. Oh, maybe I can help you. Help me do what? Well, I'll help you with whatever is keeping you as a ghost. So, now that I say it, I guess there isn't much I can do to help you get revenge on that lion. Oh no, it isn't revenge that's keeping me here. Good for that lion, I say. Turnabout is fair play and all that, and what? So I do wish he'd done it in a manner that made for a better story. So why are you a ghost then? Because of my one true regret. Never faced the most dangerous game. I'm definitely not going to help you hunt people. What? No. The most dangerous board game. Nobody was ever willing to play against me. Belly shame at what? What's the game? He leads you over to a small table on which is laid out a board of alternating red and black squares, with little wooden discs painted red and black as well. Checkers? Checkers jump and scatter as the ghost stabs two large hunting knives into the center of the board. Knife checkers. What are the rules? Do you know how to play checkers? Yes. You know how to stab someone in the hand with a knife? Yes. That's all you need to know. Alright, I'll play. You yank one of the knives out of the board, and Lord Euston instructs you to hold it left-handed. The rules are, you may only attack your opponent's hands, and only when they are over the board. Displaced checkers are played from where they land, but attacking the board directly is a foul, which awards the opponent a stab-free turn. It appears to be primarily a game of concentration, quick movements, and feigning. Lordius takes advantage of your hesitation and knights you into submission while marching his pieces across the board. Ha, nice try, lad, but you have to put up a better fight than that to satisfy me. Come back when those wounds have scabbed over, what? Dang. So my muscle needs to go up. Nope, I didn't do it. Alright. You start out the game by attacking quickly and fiercely to establish dominance and keep your opponent from developing his pieces. This strategy is somewhat effective, but Lord Eustace doesn't scare easily, and he manages to feint a few pieces past your guard. You enter the mid game more or into the or less evenly matched. In the mid game, you focus more on the checkers than on your knife work, maneuvering into position for some big gains. In the long term, you suffer a few minor nicks and cuts, but are well positioned for the end game. It takes advantage of so I need to put up my Lord Eustace spots a hole in your defense. He feigns left, then quickly slides one of his pieces to the gap and into your trap. This moves his hand into just the position you need to attack it with a hard downward stab. He usually yanks his hand out of the way, and your knife hits one of your pieces on its edge, flipping it across the board to land neatly on his back rank. Me. I say, it's a foul to attack the board. Sure, but I wasn't, was I? I attacked your hand and you dodged, that's all. You sneaky blighter. Play continues, but with the king behind Lord Eustace's lines, you clean up fairly quickly. Alright, lad, I concede. Marvelous play. What? Well done. He gives you a smart salute, fades away into nothingness. All takes care of that ghost. Hey there, how's it going? I ain't interested in chit-chat, fella. Just billiards. Up or shut up. Pull out your cue and the ghost nods and racks the balls. He utterly trounces you. You just can't seem to make the balls go where you intend. That was the saddest showing as I have ever seen. Let me see that cue. Yeah, that's your problem. This thing's about as straight as a banker's handshake. What? You're gonna need to lay this back to true if you want the chance against me. Laid. Just a spittoon. It isn't much of interest because you don't have a long-standing and extremely unhealthy relationship with spittoons yet. Decaying pile of old music books. Almost all of the books are dry rotted and moth-eaten and fall apart at a touch. You do find a copy of Dueling Banjos in reasonable shape though. This is a bassoon, and you know what they say? It makes an ass out of N. And what? Boo! woman doesn't seem to be interested in anything other than cranking that hurdy-gurdy. You definitely disconnect the crank from the hurdy-gurdy without alerting the woman's attention. But it turns out you needn't have bothered. She continued to turn the crank, blank-eyed even with nothing attached. You grab the end of the crank and pull her very slowly to the gift shop, where you find a Victrola to plug her into. Problem solved? Oh hey, thanks again for rescuing me from the hedge maze. Hello. Either I never asked you what you do here, or I've already forgotten. Run this token smashing machine. If you buy one of the commemorative tokens from the other machine over there, I can put it in the machine here to roll it out flatter, and stamp it with our logo on one side and a fun picture on the other. Can I interest you in one? No thanks. Hello again. Oh hey. Oh, it's you. Hey. They let you smoke in here? Let's just say they haven't successfully stopped me. Why sneak off to the carriage house to smoke if you can do it in here while you're working? Well, I'll give you a hint. I don't like working. Can you validate my parking? Didn't you say you got here in a ghost carriage? That's right. It don't exactly take up space, so it doesn't count as parked. Oh. Never mind then. A sign on this machine says Genuine Gun Manners Souvenir Token. Make your wishes come true, 652. It says negotiate a better deal. In a staggering display of business acumen, you convince the machine to give you a discount. Yep. Nice. That one of Miss Gunn's loudest inventions. You know, she takes your token and puts it in the machine and happily turns the crank. It smashes a loud grinding noise and your token drops into a slot somewhat longer and thinner. Gun item, gun manner, shotgun token. Thanks. You want to smash another one? No thanks. Photographs of a young Miss Gunn smiling. She accepts a fancy trophy from a man in a suit. Frowning man wearing a lab coat is standing behind her. Plaque reads, Terry Gunn, an assistant accepting the 1869 Why Didn't We Think of That Award for Excellence in Inventing from the National Academy of Profitable Science. Oh hi, thanks again for freeing me from that book. You still kind of have marks where the engraving pressed into your face. I'm hoping they fade in with time, but if not, I can always quiz myself while shaving. So, what do you do here? I provide you information. Want some? Sure. Great. That's what I'm here for. What would you like to know? What can you tell me? Gun family rocks. Her full name is Teresa Olivia Gunn, but informally she goes by Terry. She was born in 1847 to Reginald and Priscilla Gunn. Her mother was a mathematician and founding member of the Western Society of Mathematics in 1870, and her father was a catapult operator in the unpleasant disagreement of 1862. She invented the gun in 1869 in the age of 22. There's a photograph of her on the wall there accepting a Prestige Invention Award. She married her husband Dan 20 years ago in 1875 and they had 3 daughters. Interesting. Other than that, there's not a lot we know about her. She's a very private person, especially after she gave the house to the Historical Foundation and locked herself in her room for 40 years. Anything else you'd like to know? Yeah. Great. That's what I'm here for. What would you like to know? Can you tell me? Well, let's see. She married Dan's stapler remover in 1875. He was the inventor of the staple remover. Did you know that? They met in they'd met at an inventors convention 3 years previously. Dan decided to take her last name because he had wanted to call his invention Office Chompers, and he was always a little annoyed that people called it after him instead. They had 3 daughters named Dorothy, Blanche, and Rose. The Golden Girls? That's nice. Unfortunately, Dan vanished mysteriously in 1889, shortly after Rose was born. Nobody knows what happened to him, although it's generally assumed he was killed by bandits while he was on the road for gun industry's business. And then all 3 of the girls went missing the year after. They went to summer camp and were just never heard from again. No ransom note or anything. Mrs. Gunn was never the same after that, naturally. She started blaming it on ghosts, though as far as I know, there's been no ghost activity here until just the other day. Anything else you want to know? Yeah. Gunn Manor. Isn't it amazing Mrs. Gunn had it built in the mid to late 70s when she and her husband decided to start a family? It was finished in 1877. It has 8 bedrooms and 1 bathroom, plus a whole host of modern conveniences, like electric lights, a coal-fired boiler, and a bowling alley. My personal favorite room is the library, but I guess you know that one already. Mrs. Gunn donated the house to the Historical Society in 1891, with the provisions that we keep the place properly maintained and send meals up to her room in the kitchen dumbwaiter. She's actually never come out of her room since then, although she still communicates via telephone or the house intercom sometimes. Anything else you'd like to know about? Rocks. Great. I know a ton of stuff about rocks now, specifically igneous rocks, and granite in particular. Did you know igneous rocks are formed when magma cools and solidifies, which can happen either above or below the Earth's surface, or even in your own home? Well, what do you know? Tell me another one. Sure, how about this? The third weirdest sport, curling, uses stones and brushes made specifically out of granite. Here, tell me another one. Sure, how about this geologist called granite massive because it doesn't have any internal structures, and also because it comes in great big lumps. What do you know? Tell me another one. Sure, how about this? Granite gravestones and memorials are considered status symbol because the tool to carve and engrave such hard stone with speed and precision have only recently been invented. In fact, until about 15 years ago, there was only one workshop in the world that produced them, run by the inventor Alexander MacDonald, who also invented the Hartsburger, although that provided less popular because Hartsburger Burgite is not one of the edible kinds of igneous rocks. Alright, tell me another one. Sure, how about this? Granite was an integral part of the architecture of many ancient societies, which is why the ruins of the buildings still exist today, unlike those of the ancient peoples who built all their structures out of cheese and wheat paste. Well, what do you know? Tell me another one. Sure. How about this word? Granite comes from the ancient word granium or grain because of its pleasant weedy smell. Here, tell me another one. Sure, how about this? Granite contains at least 25% quartz, which makes it useful as a resistor in all kinds of magical devices. Did not know that. Bye. See what's for sale. Deep fried whole. Gun-shaped cookie, gunpowder turkey. This guy from the bar cart is leaning heavily against a display of shot glasses with different names etched into them. The sign on the display reads, "Personalized shot glasses, 1200 meat." The guy picks up a bottle stashed behind the display and fills a shot glass labeled Walt. "Is that your name, Walt?" The guy squints at the shot glass. "Sure." He knocks back the shot and tosses the glass over his shoulder before picking up and filling another one. Now it's Clint. owe it to you, my hero. Leave me alone, I'm busy. Having greeted you, he now stands perfectly silent. She seems just as happy here as she was before. Must be nice having him calling. Ah, boy. Wow, that music is creepy. Bad in every way. This little girl is serving imaginary tea to her guests. The doll, while terrifying, is largely indifferent. The museum employee, on the other hand, is playing along with a rictus grin on his face. The little girl wears an annoyed and disappointed frown. Hello there, my name's Phoenix. Can I join your tea party? If you want, I guess, but it's a terrible tea party. Oh, what's wrong? You aren't having any fun? I have is dumb made-up tea. I want proper tea party like Mama took me to. Tell me more about that party. We went to a real tea room. It was so pretty. There were vases with flowers in them. And everyone was all dressed up in suits and pretty dresses. And there were white china teacups for the tea. Real tea, not imaginary. Well, that sounds very nice. It was. It was so nice. And everyone was so polite and charming and elegant. Well, until the fight started. Uh-oh, there was a fight? Well, two of the gentlemen there got into an argument. I don't know what it was about, but I guess one said something the other one didn't like, and he was so insulted he threw his tea right in the first man's face. And then they took out guns and started shooting at each other right there in the tea room. Whoa, they were still really hard to tell. They had little silver and ivory pistols. They kept their pinkies out the whole time. Anyway, I don't remember the rest very well, except one of them missed the other and shot me by mistake. I'm so sorry. Thanks, but it's alright. Heaven's supposed to be really nice, so I guess I don't mind so much, but I didn't get to finish my tea party. So I want to have another one before I go, but I don't have any tea. Make-believe tea isn't any fun anymore. Let's see what I can find. If I can't find some actual tea for you. I think I did. I'll make tea from... Sir. Boo. Someone has been slacking on their geometry. I'm going to do it for them. fun law rules for parlor games. It's a doll mine. How adorable. Just look at the little mines. It's a tiny stick of dynamite. I love science junkies. Gundam is a medicinal gas. Awesome. This is the ghost of an orchestra conductor, unless he's a ghost of someone pretending to be an orchestra conductor. Either he's very agitated about something or he's conducting Flight of the Bumblebee. Sorry to interrupt, but I can't actually hear the music. What are you conducting? It is the finals of the year 1812 Solemn Overture by Tchaikovsky. Oh, the 1812 Overture. Sure, that would have been my second guess. Or is your orchestra like double ghosts or something? Well, I see. No, there is no orchestra. I merely have this piece of music irrevocably lodged in my head. It has been nagging at me incessantly ever since my death. This is just a guess, but did you die during a performance of the 1812 Overture? Yes, that is correct. Yes, very astute of you. And the final of that piece feature real actual cannons, right? Is that how you died? If it was my fate to be slain by a piece of music, cannons would have been far preferable to my utterly fatal demise. What happened? The overture required several cannons because it is impossible to load a single cannon quickly enough to fire, as the score demands. However, the stage we were performing on could not have borne the weight. What did you do? I was not informed of the difficulty until it was far too late to make any changes. It transpired that the stage manager decided it would be sufficient to give a box of bullets to the tuba player. You were shot by a tuba? I was shot, as you say, by a tuba. Wow, no wonder you ended up as a ghost. Oh, it isn't the ridiculousness of my death that troubles me, really. Accidents happen as with any of the performing arts. A colleague of mine was decapitated by an errant cymbal during a performance of Paganini's Violin Concerto No. 1. Such are the risks we take for our art. Gosh. The problem is that the 1812 Overture finally is a very dramatic and energetic piece. With this music constantly replaying itself in my head, I've been utterly unable to find any peace. Let's see what I can help you. I can't play dueling banjos by myself. I don't have enough arms. Florence? Sorry, I only play the bagpipe. Not very well. If it's a bagpipe, how do you know how? How about you, Gary? Hello, what? You know how to play the piano? What? You're having so many square teeth. Okay, never mind. Hey there, how's it going? I ain't interested in chit chat. Alright, Pull out your cue and the ghost nods and acts involved. Proceeds to crush you. Something feels wrong, like your cue isn't connecting with the ball properly. The ghost shakes his head at you. You're totally new at this, ain't ya? You gotta chalk your cue. Chalk? Can I borrow yours? Mine's ghost chalk. Wouldn't work. Dang it. I'm gonna do one more ghost and then we're gonna end it here. Hello again. Were you able to find me a new eye? Yes, kind of. How kind. Thank you very much. She takes the glass eye from you and puts it in, whereupon it falls through her and onto the floor. She picks it up. Oh dear, it's a little too physical. Yeah, I wasn't certain that this would work. Don't worry, this is easily fixed. You have a hammer I can borrow? Hammer? Oh yes, that'll do nicely, thank you. She takes the hammer, places the glass eye on her desk and smashes it with a precise crack. Ah, perfect. She gives you back the hammer and plucks the ghost of the glass eye from a shattered fragment. After blowing the dust off from it, she tucks it into her eye socket. That fits much better. Does it work? Well, now that you mention it, no, I can't actually see with it. It is the ghost of a glass eye after all. Oh dear, this won't do it all. What a shame. You know, I don't really understand why your eye is still missing. What do you mean? Well, I always assume when someone loses an arm or something, it just sticks around as an arm ghost. That's why people say they can feel it itching sometimes, because you still got an arm there, but it's a ghost. It's even called phantom limb syndrome. So logically, if the rest of you become a ghost after that, it would hook it right back up. But then, where did my eye go? Maybe it got pushed back inside your head. The ghost thinks about this for a second and shakes her head. Oh, that seems... Wait, what? I think I feel something just then. She shakes her head again. My goodness gracious. Keep going. It's like one of those puzzles where you try to get the marble in the hole. She bends her head forward and continues shaking. You can almost hear a faint rattling sound and then a plop. She straightens back up, blinking with two eyes. You did it! Well, I'll be. Thank you so much, dear. I never would have thought of that. No problem. Have a nice time in heaven or whatever. Ghost gives you a friendly wave and fades out of sight. Well, that's that then. Okay.